Waiting. What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's fish tanks bringing it to you over there with the Whiteboard Wednesday. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. From a new location because thanks to Fayette County Schools being school, Dad, you're doing well. Whiteboard Wednesday. Say that fast multiple times, and you'll be impressive. And today I am excited. This will be on. I want you to make sure you all have a pen and paper. We're going to take some notes. This is totally going to be on the exam. Remember, folks, that midterms are coming up. This quiz at the end of this is about 30% of your grade. So you're going to want to make sure that you take good notes on the material that we are covering today. Here on Whiteboard Wednesday, what we're going to cover today, we're going to talk about the tale of two tanks. We're going to get rid of our Whiteboard Wednesday, and we're going to break this down for you here as simple as I can. This episode, by the way, is brought to you by AmeliaStampsPottery.com, maker of these fabulous mugs that you all should go and check out sometime. There's my girl. Here we go. It's delicious. We set the coffee up out of the way of the camera and not on the floor because I've been known to break a lot of. I've been known to knock over a ridiculous amount of waters, coffees, what have you, when I do these sort of live things. So if it's up near the camera, hopefully I won't mess it up. But it's Whiteboard Wednesday. I'm your whiteboard host, Dusty the Whitey. And Whitey's going to bring it to you like this today. You ready for this? This is going to be fun. I love whiteboards. I'm going to pull this close. And we're going to go here. And we're going to talk about two tanks. We're going to talk about tank A over here. And tank A is right here. And tank A is your standard plain gravel tank. We're going to call it a 20 high. Right here. And it's got one single T5. T8, whatever you want, we'll call it a T8. We'll do a T8. We'll do the old school bulb up there. And then over here, we got a 20 long. You can see it's well drawn, well proportioned. And we're going to go 20 long right here. And this is going to have, should I plug the LEDs? Yeah, why not? It has my standard double LED, the STD, if you will. But it's just got good lights. And it has good substrate. And we'll define good substrate. Good substrate. And over here, we just got gravel. Now, we're not going to get aggressive and we're not going to say it's just pink gravel, but we are going to say it's just plain gravel. Okay, so we've got these two tanks. Now, why am I breaking down these two tanks? I'm breaking down these two tanks because I want to show you guys the difference in a couple things. Before we talk about these two tanks, I want to talk about the anatomy of a plant and then relay that back to these two aquariums right here. First things first with the plants, I have a wonderful Reuben sword right here. I want you guys to notice that up here is the top part that everybody cares about all the time. They want good looking leaves, they want everything like lovely on top here. But the reality of it is that in order to get this, you need to have all of this down here. See this? This is the neglected part. This is like, I was trying to think of an analogy to bring this to you all, and this is what I came up with. The top part of the plant looking great is like a, is like the dude that has gone to the gym the entire semester and is just pumped to be down to Panama City, flexing, showing off to all them chicks, and he's done the work. And then like the Ragley plant is like the one that the guy that did not go to the gym and like is just the plant just looks rat because he didn't do the work underneath. So the bottom part here is the neglected part. This is like the dude going to the gym doing the push-ups to get this. So we're going to talk about the roots. I'm hoping that analogy's making sense here. We want to talk about the gravel, or I'm reading the comments here. We want to talk about the roots here. The roots right here are important and overlooked all the time in order to get the good looking top. I'm going to point this out. What do you notice about the roots? Well, the roots in this plant are ridiculous. And what do you know? The stems and the leaves and all that stuff are ridiculous on top. So we're going to talk about the roots. What do the roots do on a plant? I've said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. What do the roots do? The roots hold nutrients. The roots are where the plant eats, okay? The plants eat at the roots. The plants eat at the roots. So we want to have really great roots. Now, the problem is this. Unlike humans, these plants can't go anywhere. They can't do anything on their own. They are entirely reliant on where they grow to feed them. Now, we're talking about our aquariums. We're going to be in a closed system. So we have to understand that, like, these roots just can't walk up and go to Kroger's, right? They have to, like, actually have something brought to them, which is going to bring us to the 2 tanks here in just a second. So we've got these roots, and the roots, they're hungry. They're where a plant eats. However, the plant cannot feed without the food being brought into them, okay? Everybody understand that? They store energy. It's where plants eat. Everybody gets me on this, okay? So we really want to focus on this. So this takes us to the tale of 2 tanks. Tank 1 over here is a plain gravel substrate. It is in a 20 high, okay? The plain gravel substrate. What is the plain gravel substrate doing for you? Nothing, zero, zilch, nada. There's nothing good going on in the plain gravel. Now, I know that people are going to say to themselves, well, but I have plain gravel and my plants grow fine. Look, every plant is different. I did bring some examples. Here's some Java Fern Vendalov or whatever. That doesn't really care what kind of gravel it is because it's a root column feeder. So there are exceptions to that. But over here, we have the plain gravel tank. Now, the problem is with a plant like this is a plain gravel tank. This plant is going to be hating it in a plain gravel or plain sand tank. You do something to feed it at its roots. That's the very important part. Is everybody with me here? Can I get like a like or like some sort of like confirmation that you're understanding where we're going here so far? I don't want to lose anybody here in this little lesson. Somebody wants to raise their hand and say, I'm lost, I'll understand. Anybody lost? Want to take a quick coffee break here? One, good. You're good. 1, likes, good. Your likes, good. Likes, I like the likes. That's the only confirmation I get that you're real humans, by the way, is a like or a 1. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, good. We'll continue with Whiteboard Wednesday. So, okay. So we're over here and we are in plain gravel. Now, this plant has no legs. It cannot go anywhere. So we're going to put it in plain gravel. Now, what are we going to do? No hats in class is a great comment. What are we going to do? We have a couple of options. We can either plant it in plain gravel and hope for the best, or we can use clay, because clay has an iron binding ability, and swords, like this beautiful red Reuben sword right here, absorb nutrients at their roots. I've quoted the dude so many times. I don't even know if he really is even still with Ken, but roots absorb, plants absorb 4 to 400 times more nutrients through their roots. So we're putting them in plain gravel here. This is no bueno, right? So we need to figure out, we're going to either add clay, root tab, something, some sort of good substrate, some sort of non-plain gravel or plain sand. Sand, by the way, is particularly bad because sand can give you anaerobic conditions. Okay, and anaerobic conditions means no oxygen, which means no gas exchange going on, which means you're in big trouble and you could get hydrogen sulfide and could screw everything up. So I just want to beat sand to death here. Sand is really no bueno at all. It's totally terrible. And you don't plain sand because it will compact down. You don't see plants at the beach for a reason, because there's nothing in the sand, and the sand gives you anaerobic conditions. Bad news. So sand is out. Gravel, you're almost a little bit better off, but you're still no good. There's another component going on with tank 1 right here. Tank 1, as you can see, has one single T8 light. Look at that beautiful drawing. I know. You guys are impressed with the drawings, I can tell. So we have one miserable T8. So there's a problem here. We've got bad gravel. It's not going to do us any good. And then we've got one single crappy light. And we are in a 20-gallon high, which is a taller tank. So what happens? We don't have that good of a light, and then we have no nutrients. So when you go to put plants in there, you're going to have like hardly any light even getting to the bottom. And if it does get to the bottom, the plant has nothing to feed off of. Okay, so there's no nutrients. Now you can fertilize the water column and you can hope for the best, but I would advise you to put some sort of good gravel in there and then double your lighting. Now, on to phase 2. What's up, Benjamin? Thanks for order. On to phase 2. On to Whiteboard Wednesday. We're talking about plant number 2, or tank number 2. This is a lower tank. This right here, this is a sock that I'm using to wipe this. Yes, correct. You nailed it. And with this sock, I will show you, that we have a 20 long. Now, a 20 long is shorter, okay? This has a good light. I'm plugging the standard double LEDs. They're great. 60-day money-back guarantee, you know, whatever. Good lighting, and that good lighting doesn't have to travel as far down. Where is my marker? Where is the marker? Here is the marker. So this is getting a lot more photons down to it, and when it hits down here, there's going to be good gravel. There's going to be a good substrate. We're not going to say gravel. We're going to say the fluval stratum. The ADA stuff is pretty good. You could use just plain dirt if you were down with the plain dirt. That would do well as well. So we want to look down here and we want to say, okay, we've got good substrate to win, and we've got good lighting. And not only do we have good lighting, but our good lighting also penetrates all the way down to the bottom. Okay, very important. So all the water, all the light goes all the way down. So we've got good substrate, we've got good nutrients at our base, and we have, voila, good looking plants. The shallow tank is like the dude that trained all semester to go to Panama City to take his shirt off. I know one of you out there is that college dude that's just been dying to take his shirt off on spring break. That is the short tank. The tall one over here is the guy who was nervous about taking his shirt off in Panama City on spring break because he did not train all semester like everyone else. So that is the tale of two tanks. I would advise you, if you can do anything to work with either of these, that would be the best way to go. So we've got this guy right here. This guy has not been training. He has been eating at the dining hall. He's been drinking natural lights, and he is not well suited for Panama City or South Padre if you're down with that. He is not ready to go. He's not been doing the work, and then he's gonna look ratty when it's time to take his shirt off to impress everyone. He's not been training. He's not been doing the work. Down here, this guy right here, dude, he's hitting up the gym. He's like not going out on Thursdays. Like he's training. Like might be going to the tanning bed. You know, you want the shallow. Like he's ready to go, right? Like, he's got the abs, and he's been cut. He's eating salads, pushing back from the bar, and going home early and going for runs in the morning. This is our guy right here. So this guy, he goes on spring break. He takes his shirt off, and it's like on. Okay. There's the tale of two tanks for you all. You dig it? Does everybody get the reference here? Now, does anyone have any questions? Exam is next Thursday at 9 a.m. Make sure you bring a number 2 pencil because I'm using Scantrons because I'm too lazy to actually read your answer. So we're just going to do a Scantron test. You're going to have to fill in the bubbles. Does anybody have any questions? So workout in tan is the answer. Roots absorb all kinds of ridiculous amounts of nutrients. Cool. There you go. Giving everybody exam anxiety. Cool. That's your Whiteboard Wednesday. Can I get a couple of likes before I disengage with you all and bring some more action on the daily Dustin number 16? Oh. Should I do Q&A for a while the caffeine's hitting me? Should I do Q&A? Should I do Q&A? All right. We'll do some Q&A. Hang on. Well, do I have to know my name for the test? No. Let's see here. Do root tabs work? I'm not angry. Do root tabs work well with undergravel filters? No, I don't recommend root tabs with any undergravel filter. Or I don't really recommend undergravel filters. Anybody out here from Denver? I got invited to go speak in Denver. I'm super pumped. You dig it? All right, you like that? Cool. Missed 90%. Can you recap all of it? You got to tune in earlier for Whiteboard Wednesday. What's the best substrate, stratum or dirt? I like dirt over stratum, but stratum will make a little bit less mess if you rip stuff up. Why do stores sell purple crinkle even though it dies? Because stores want to make money off of you. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, any other questions? Okay, cool. Going once, going twice. Can I get 2 more likes? Thank you for all the support on the new greenhouse. We're still working on everything. Everything is in play and everything is in flux. It's crazy. All right, hit the like board. We're going to be doing a collab probably tomorrow night with Mass from Mass Aquariums. Apparently, I am a tool. Tank on, everybody. Love you. Later. Bye-bye.